Welcome back. You're watching Facts on the Nation's music station, and let us wax political for a moment. Hardly a day goes by without you reading many news items about the constitutional future of our country, and in fact, if we're going to remain a country at all, one day Quebec's going to separate, the next day they're going to separate, but keep the passports and the money. Who knows what's going to happen? At any rate, the unity of our country is on everyone's mind at the moment, and two ordinary, or perhaps above ordinary, Canadians have taken it upon themselves to do something about it. Roxanne Tellier and her husband Shawn O'Shea have got together and called themselves Project Canada. They've written a bilingual song and produced 2 videos with the hope of keeping the dialogue flowing between Quebec and the rest of the country. Glen Baxter spoke with Roxanne Tellier and Shawn O'Shea.
We've shown it to friends and acquaintances and business acquaintances, and we've got very strong support all the way along. I mean, some people actually burst into tears when they've seen the video.
Oh, Canada, where did we go wrong? Oh, Canada, why now after so long?
Project Canada is a non-profit group of musicians and technicians who are deeply passionate about our country and very concerned with its constitutional crisis. So much so, in fact, that they've produced 2 videos addressing the issue.
It evolved out of a song that I wrote, and someone liked it, and we decided to take it further and do a video project to try and get people thinking about this country and what it means to them.
While the rest of the world is tearing down walls, why do some Canadians want to build them?
The main thing at the time seems to be the possibility of Quebec separating, which would impact all these other things, the native groups, the economy, trade, our stature in the world. I thought I would try to deal with that first. You can only put so much in one song.
Oh, Canada.
There's not much we can do about the economy, but it is playing a role in the fact that it's making people apathetic. They really don't feel they can do anything anymore. They're so boxed in with everything around them, they can't afford to buy anything. They don't know if they're going to have a job tomorrow, and that makes fear, which makes people apathetic. And that's something we have to fight against.
Des vers, des pommures, etc.
It takes generations to define a culture.
Comme grand-papa.
Mom, what did Grandpa say?
It takes just one to lose it.
Amongst other things, Project Canada gives you something to remember. You have a country first and foremost. And then all those problems really stem from other difficulties, but with the rowboat or the raft, you've got something to work with.
Oh, Canada. Where did we go wrong? Oh, Canada, what now after so long, so long?
We just want to see that it stays together.
Yeah,
at least long enough that our kids and our grandkids have a chance to see the country. That's the real star of video, is Canada.
You want to know what I think?
What do you think, Lance?
Thanks for asking. Personally, I think that Quebec really doesn't want to separate. But if Quebec is watching, please phone me and tell me otherwise if I'm wrong.
And I think, personally, it's very important to hang on to the language that we were passed down from our forefathers. Being an immigrant, I know that it was really stressed in our home to learn our language, and I'm glad that I did. But I'm also proud of being Canadian, of course.
And I'm not an immigrant, but I am an ignorant. And I think that it's important that we try and communicate also in the other official language that we're not speaking at the moment, the one that's French. That's our 2 cents worth. Glad you asked, aren't you? Paul James is in our studio today. He's a fine blues player, speaks only English, however, we let him on the air anyway. This is Paul. This is Facts. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Run, run, Rudolph, reeling like a merry-go-round. Santa to the boy child, what have you been longing for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll record guitar. shoot